Every day for the past 30 days, I've written a song in an hour, and today I'm going to tell you what's wrong with me and why you should suffer like I did. I don't like that whatever music is in my head can't instantly come out of my speakers. Now, I can sing the idea, I can play the idea on an instrument, but to actually have a product come out of your speakers requires writing, editing, recording, mixing. The closest thing I have to instant would be to get into a creative flow, where I'm very much in tune with my inner music and I'm able to get through those processes of recording, editing, writing as fast as I can. For now, at least, that's the quickest way I know to get from an idea to a finished product. Now, in short, a state of flow is a state in which you are hyper-focused on a task and you are able to perform at the peak of your ability. When you're in this state, it's like time has stopped and the world doesn't exist anymore. And when you are really deep into it, it's like you don't even exist anymore. So you can understand why for musicians or artists or creative people, that flow state is really important. However, it is just like any other skill. There is no big shortcut. You just have to practice it. Practice, practice, practice. I'm able to get into a flow state when I just do what I feel, when I just write what I hear in my head. When the challenge is high, but I know that I can match it. And this is very typical because to reach flow requires three things: an intrinsically motivated goal that provides immediate feedback and is as challenging as your skill allows. So what's the best way to practice that? Well, I came up with an exercise. I'm going to write and finish a lot of songs for the sole purpose of getting it out there. And I'm gonna do that by writing for an hour every day for 30 days. Now, an exercise needs criteria, so I came up with 2 criteria. I want to write for an hour or until the idea is finished, and I'm gonna finish an idea to at least demo quality. So whatever I write in that hour has to be at least demo quality. And it was with those criteria that I started my journey of self-discovery and self-hatred. I'm very critical, and I know that whatever I'm trying to make is going to take a lot of work before it sounds close to good. And that is a very crippling thought. But when I trust that it might sound good and put that inner critic aside just a little bit, and good or bad, just let the music flow out of me, that's when I can start feeling that flow. I would regularly sit down and do something fairly stupid or meaningless and then dick around a little bit, and then all of a sudden it would be an hour later. I remember one day I was really in tune with how I felt, and I sat down on the piano and I was like, no, this could be a lot better. And then I did a second take and that was it. 10 minutes into the hour and I was already done. There was this other day when I was really feeling it and I wrote like 4 little soundscapes, I think, in an hour. It was amazing. Far from every day would go like that, by the way. Those were very successful days. And looking back, those days that I couldn't get into a flow were the days that I couldn't let go of my inner critic, of my inner judgment. The closer I got, however, to the end of the month, the easier it was for me to get into a flow state. Ultimately, this exercise was less about getting into the music and more about letting go of the music. I'm still a long way from there yet, but at least I can start trying to let go of the need to control and judge. Honestly, this was a great experiment, and I'm very curious to see if it's gonna have lasting effects for the next couple of months. And until next video, thanks for watching.